What's up, guys? This is another vlog of mine. This is Aimstar, by the way. For those of you who don't know me already, but yeah, I went to MLG Anaheim again today, and it was a pretty good experience today. As far as just what I got out of it. Let's see, we got to the place around 1 o'clock, and the thing about the reason why I was able to experience a lot of things is when you go with friends, when you're kind of suited to be good to have time or be there and have a good time with your friends. So when you go there with friends, you're obviously doing things with your friends and going to the booths with your friends. So if there's something that you really wanted to that was interesting you that interests you, you would see if your friends were interested too. But there was a part during our trip where two of my friends went to go to the bathroom because we were drinking beers. So um, and there's only one bathroom that people can use, and they went to this different hotel bathroom, and I met up with them like half an hour later. So during that half an hour, I was able to just roam around and just talk to writers, get signings by different pros, and just talk to a lot of people, which was cool. Yeah, so I did talk to a lot of writers. I was able to just get some info from different people from what they did. I met people that worked with the QA department, where they would test games and test out bugs and just hear people's uh, day-to-day job, what they did at Riot, and just which was pretty cool. It was good for me because I'm interested in making a career out of that. So it was just cool to get some. It was just cool hearing their experience when they got a job at Riot and what they did there and stuff. What else? So yeah, I was able to observe the pro players. Like, being a pro player is, it's a lot of work. After you play the games, you would meet up with your team. Obviously everyone has to eat, so when they would go to get food together. If you were Team Coast or CLG, TSM, obviously you're there for the fans too, so you had to set times for where you give times to the fan where fans will be able to come up to you, take pictures with you, get autographs. So yeah, the MLG event was special just because it was indoors, and it was there was three games there: StarCraft 2, Call of Duty, and League of Legends. So just being there and having the different crowds and you being able to see everything, and just gave you an experience of what it was like. You get to see the fans of Call of Duty. You get to see the fans of. I follow a little bit of StarCraft 2, so I'm a fan of StarCraft 2, but mostly League of Legends. I recently just became a fan of StarCraft 2. I always knew, there's people in StarCraft 2 were talented people, but you got to give respect to the people that play Call of Duty too. It's being a gamer is a lot of work. Being a pro gamer, obviously, is a lot of work still, and it's really cool just to see all these fans just being fans, man. Just they love meeting pros, getting getting a little bit of bonding time, just their when they get their picture with the pros. And yeah, and obviously what goes into the community is you get to see all the casters that are walking around when they're not casting. You get to see um, the different journalists. Like, when you're doing journalism and you're interviewing people, it's like a team effort. You have the person with the mic going around, and you have the person with the camera. It's like a team effort, trying to get solid content for everyone. So Yeah, it was just great to see everything, how the process worked. It was really cool. And we can just go through the pictures to see the different people I met. Uh, Hopefully the audio is a little better. Um, so yeah, I just there's they as you can see, there's palm trees, right? So pretty nice area. It's in I don't know if it's in the desert, but it was a pretty hot area. Pretty humid for sure. So like being indoors was pretty nice. But if you remember from my first day, this is like pretty much like the hallway when you're walking through. So like this is another picture of that. Um, oh, so like yeah, first time I walked in, I noticed the team coast, and I don't know what they were doing. They were probably getting ready to do a seating, but this is their team manager elements. So I wanted to get a picture of the group. Um, let's see, who is this? Oh, okay. So I wanted to say hi to CLG Nin, just because I did play solo queue with him, so it was just I would be able to ask him about that, and it was just like I like meeting people and sharing my experiences with them. And Law Mortis walked by. He plays jungle for Complexity, and I had my camera out ready, and I was taking a picture, and I was like, Law Mortis, what's up? And he saw me taking a picture, and he gave me a good photo, which was pretty cool. So yeah, these guys are representing their company, so there's being you can tell who they're good people in general, just because they're representing their company, so they're always out to have a good time, be out there to give their time of day to the fans for sure. So just a little insight what being a pro player is like, I guess. Let's see, just taking pictures. Oh, so this was the booth that they're at, the Dr. Pepper booth, and Team Coast were there, and people were lining up to get their signature, which was cool. The cool part was they had different postcards for everyone to grab. Let's see where there is. 1 second. GG. Come on. Oh, there it is. So yeah, this was the picture here, and I was able to get their signature. So I almost I have the Saigon Joker's signature on a T-shirt, TSM signature on my Timo, and CRS on my World Championship signature. So it's just I'm a big fan, so I'm glad I'm able to bring this to my collection. Just more pictures of them. Bada bang, bada boom. Oh, look, they had a truth booth, and I was able to. This girl that was working there was really excited about my Ewok shirt. She's a big Star Wars fan, so she like, in order to get a free shirt, yeah, like had to play a game, and my game was she asked me trivia about Star Wars, and yeah, and I was able to answer some of the questions. I guess let's see. Some of the questions she asked was, "What's the name of the Death Star?" Like she like described it, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Death Star." What was her second question? Oh, she asked me, "What's the relationship between Luke and Anakin, or Luke and Princess Leia?" And I was like, "They're sisters, the brothers and sisters." And she asked me if I remember who the mom was, and I was like, I couldn't think of it at the time. But then it came to me, and it was obviously Queen Amidala, and she asked me if I knew who played her in the movies. I was like, oh, Natalie Portman. But it was just cool just to connect with her about that. Her third question was, what was the material Han Solo was frozen in? And it was, I guess it's carbonite. But yeah, she's shown me her case of her C3PO iPhone case. And right on next to the Truth booth, I was lucky enough to see Afremu. He's just a cool guy. He's a cool streamer. He's been around for a while. Played for Epic Gaming. switch over to after. What did he do after Epic Gaming? I don't know what he did after gaming, but he ended up being a support for CLG. And after and right now I asked him what he's doing right now. He said he's just streaming, so that's a big thing. He gets a lot of viewers, so it was just cool getting to know him. He's a character for sure. Just another random picture of Nintendo X. I was actually over by the StarCraft area, so it was cool. Just I took pictures of the StarCraft area. Instead of instead of the normal boots where they fit five, it's 1v1. I don't know if you guys are used to the venue or not, but yeah, here's a picture of it. The cool part is the casters are right between them. Didn't realize that. This is Root. He's a competitor for Root. I don't know much about StarCraft, like off my hand, so I can't give you the raw details of it. But he's he's for Root Gaming, part of that team. I took a picture of Grubby. He's famous for he was famous in Warcraft 3 and switched over to StarCraft 2. So talented gamer. So it's mostly for myself. I don't know if you guys know Grubby, but took this just for my own memories. There were displays for pro players to play at. I guess it was for them to get warmed up. When you're playing StarCraft 2, you gotta get warmed up. Most definitely, it's part of the process. This guy's from Evil Geniuses. He's pretty well spoken. I don't know if you guys watch StarCraft 2 or not, but feel free, definitely check him out. He's from Evil Geniuses. He streams for sure, and he's a solid player. I think he plays a lot of Terran. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Oh, so this is a caster for MLG. It's funny that I was waiting in line to take a piss, and he was there, and it was my opportunity just to get a picture of him, and he saw me taking a picture, and he posed, and he asked if I wanted to get a picture with him, and someone took it for me. So it was cool that we were able to get a picture. It was in the bathroom, a little weird, but remember, wash your hands before leaving the restroom. Hashtag wash your hands. So people were just saying like hashtags, stuff like that. I don't know what the thing about that, but it's just that's what they were saying. But it was pretty cool picture. Another Evil Geniuses guy, man, and I just noticed the people who put in the work on stream. These guys do good. Work hard. These guys are pro players. So I gave him the time of the day. Let him know I'm a fan of them. He was pretty stoked for sure. I think his friend that took the picture was his friend took the picture. He seemed a little. He threw out a sigh when we asked him to take the picture, because that's what he does for a living. But it was just like a little inside joke. He was actually really cool about it. So I was able to take a picture of the guy who used to host IPL. IPL was an event that was in Las Vegas during season 2, and it was just another big LAN event where pro players and spectators were able to come and meet the pros and play in the tournament. I asked him what he's doing about IPL. He said IPL is all over, so didn't really go into details what he's actually doing, what his future plans are. But he's a really cool guy, as you can tell how photogenic he is. Real cool, man. Gave me a time of day, and had a good time. Caught not. This is probably the third time I saw Odd One, and he was leaving to his hotel maybe, or getting lunch or something. But everyone knows Odd One, so people will spot him out. They want to get pictures with him. This guy was a real fan, definitely. So I was able to get a picture. I told him that I saw him at the Qualcomm booth at E3, and he was like, "Oh, cool." So definitely remember that. Yeah, this is me taking a picture of their Nikes. This is me getting a picture of Team Coast going to their hotel. They're probably getting lunch or something. And so going inside, these people, the line here was the line to get a photo with Dyrus. Dyrus was just standing in the middle of nowhere, and people formed a line. That's how famous Dyrus is for show. But if you guys don't know who this guy is, he's V-Man. He's another streamer. He played in tournaments and he played in tournaments. This is a writer. I ended up talking to them a lot, and these guys are real cool. I'll go into details once I talk about these other pictures. This is Team Complexity. Yeah, I wanted to get a picture of them because they were all grouped together. So yeah, V-Man. He's known for playing without a shirt. So I don't know how to turn it up. Sorry if my mic is loaded. I don't know how to turn it up. Sorry. Well, anyways, this is V-Man. He's known for streaming without a shirt, and he's played in a few tournaments. I'm sure he played at MLG. I asked him what he's doing these days, and he said he's not really playing for a team because like he's really toxic to all these players, and all these players that he's toxic to form teams, and obviously they don't want V-Man on their team because he's toxic. So he gave me a little insight about that. He actually drove down for Arizona, so he's just a fan. Like, I'm sure he didn't, no one paid for his trip or anything, so he just came down from Arizona, just for the MLG event, and I thought that was real cool. His dedication just showed dedication. Yeah. Oh, so about these people right here, I was able to get their names. Seth Roth and Lu. They were writers, and I was able to ask them what they did at Riot, and they're just real cool. Like, they were big fans of League of Legends themselves. They love getting pictures with the pros, getting their autographs. There's just normal people, and they were from Louisiana, and they've been only working at Riot for 4 months, and she does QA things, tests out bugs and different features that they have, like the new item system that they had for League of Legends. Like, she said she tested that out. And there was this other guy that does PA work where he helps out the players, help out the players. I'm sure you can look at what PA does, but can't think of it off the top of my head. But these guys just gave me a lot of time of day. I talked to you guys a lot. The guy that the PA asked for my signature, so that was real cool. So it was my first experience of actually signing for someone that actually wanted my signature. So I thought that was pretty cool. I got a picture of Voyboy. Oh yeah, I was with them when they got a picture of Voyboy, and I don't know if you guys saw my vlog of E3, but I actually got to meet the whole team when they were waiting at the bus, and I asked him if he remembered me when they were waiting at the bus at E3, and he did. And, it was just cool to just connect with him from that. And going inside, right behind, standing right behind me was Team Velocity. I actually knew a little bit about this guy because League of Legends came out with like a feature of him and talking about how he was a pro player, and he's a father himself, and it just showed an interview with him and his wife and his kids, and how do you juggle being a pro player and being a parent. So yeah, it was just mad respect to this guy. He plays mid for Team Velocity, and this guy's a support. I got them to sign my Teemo hat, which is pretty cool. So they're definitely part of that legacy. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll talk about this girl. She's I stumble upon her from Facebook. She just comments on some of the pro players, and when I stumble on her Facebook, looking through her pictures and she posted, and I really liked her personality through what she posted and her pictures. She's a big Star Trek fan. Her name's Fifi, and I liked her Facebook page, and she was local. She like went to Santa Monica school, and I was able to connect with that because I'm local and I knew what Santa Monica was all about. So when I got to see her, I let her know how I knew her, and she thought that was cool, and got a picture with her. So I guess that's a dream come true for me because I expected to see her there, and I was able to see her there, and I got a picture with her. So dream come true for me, I guess, for sure. This is what the outside event looked like. Three food trucks, so and there's food inside the Hilton Hotel. So that would be where you would get food if you were hungry. There were some other events that they played music out here. The reason I got this picture is we were just sitting down and my friends were eating lunch, so I was just sitting near the water fountain. Yeah. Oh, I got a picture of Team Dignitas as they were walking out. Yeah, I'm a cutie pie. My friend who didn't know who I'm a cutie pie was, and I was able to show him who he was. Oh yeah, so I got a picture of Double Lift. This was a treat for me because last time I met Double Lift was at the LA playoffs, and I didn't see him, or I didn't get a picture with him or an autograph. And this time I made sure I did, and I asked him if he remembered the skater person from the LA playoffs. He was like, "Oh shit, I do." And he asked me if I still skated, and then I told him I did. And as we were locking arms for the picture, it was like it kind of went weird. It was like I was going up, I was going down, and our hands kind of touched. And he was like, "Oh shit!" We almost held hands. It was kind of funny. He said that, and I laughed pretty hard. But yeah, that was my experience meeting Devil Lift. Got to see Mega Zero. Yeah, he's a top laner, right? Yeah. And no, winding down the end of the day, I got to see Hubert. This is a person that I met from the first day of playoffs. Guess I'll tell a story. He was sitting in front of me. His parents went to go buy some merchandise. They asked me if I could watch after this kid, and I was like, sure, I'll babysit him. And I ended up babysitting a diamond player. He was a 2K ELO, and it was just I was able to get his summoner's name. We became friends from there. And when I was first met him, talked to him over League of Legends, he was he had a team and they were searching for a support player. There was like a Reddit post about it, and I put in my application, and it was actually the reason why I took this picture because I wanted to tell the story. It was that time when I met this guy was like the turning point of when I took League of Legends a little seriously, when I like actually became and studied like how to become a real support. It was because of this guy because I was trying out for his team, and he ended up not giving me a tryout because they tried out a support that they liked and they ended up keeping him. So I didn't get a tryout for their team, but I was able to support for Gaming Kings, which is a group of friends that I met, and just me having the mindset of being a support player and playing a few games with the Gaming King crew. They wanted me to be their support for their tournament that they had at the time. So that was like that was pretty much the moment in my life where it kind of changed, and I took it a little seriously, where I became a real support. So glad I'm able to share that story. But yeah, that's the end of it. It was hard to get seats, so we didn't really want to stand and watch the other games. So like my friends decided to leave, and they were my ride, so I left with them. So that was the end of my day. Um, but yeah, just to recap what happened, it was just cool to see how the process of everything worked. See the pro players, how they juggled being playing games, juggled with connecting with the fans, spending time with the fans, and just and then just to see all the other fans that used to be competitors in the crowd. Cool to meet them. It was overall a great time, good experience. Just done to see what esport was like. So yeah, I'm glad I went to MLG Anaheim. Gave me a lot of experience of what esports like, and hope you guys enjoy my vlog. I'll be streaming more often than not. I got a lot of these skins codes now, so I'll be looking to give them away for sure. But yeah, feel free to stalk me on stream at Twitch TV /the Aimstar, and hope you guys enjoy my vlog. Thanks, guys.